I did a early live yesterday. I changed my chat to all chat or all messages, and it wasn't bad. I got a lot done. So this one is more of a chill. I can probably answer some questions before I was on a deadline. Today we're just having some fun with scraps or fabric that you have laying around. My name is Leanna, in case if you're wondering and you're new to this, and I am about quilting. So I am actually working on mats, and these mats are great for something that's called a kennel quilt. There's a organization called kennelquilts.com where you can go there and see what shelters or organizations or societies, and these are animal societies, so, pets, just, dogs, cats, guinea pigs, rabbits, whatever it may be. And they have a list of, who's needing these kennel quilts. So I went in, it said how to help California. So that's what I'm doing. And it's just early this morning, and I figured I'd do a live feed. It's just easy for me to get what I need to get done. And also my watch hours. Good morning, Annette. You're up super early as well. I've been up for about 20 minutes or so. So I've done these already on a live. I've done this on a live. I used orphan blocks. I used scraps. I haven't cut these down. There's a measure size that has to be, I think it's 18 by 21 maybe. No, 12 by 18. It's 12 by 18. But that's the finished size. Good morning, Zaza. Saw you were on, did you get the quilt finished? So yes, I was going to discuss that. Good morning, Denise. Yes, I got that quilt done. It was all done. At lunchtime, I had to put the seam around the quilt, but I had clipped it all already. So when I came home, I put the seam down all around, clipped the 3 sections, stuck it in the washer, dried it, was ready. She had it by the end of the day. It was, oh my God, she cried. She hugged me and she's like, really? For me? For me? It's like, yes. I told her anytime that she needed an extra hug to snuggle up with it, and that would be her hug from me for the day. And she was so excited, and I hope it follows her in her journey. So yes, it was just so heartwarming. So I have, I think you've seen these before, some of you, right? These are some of the orphan blocks from the lap quilts. These came from Mona Did What, but she has a channel. And but yes, so it was really, really, it was just wonderful. It was really wonderful. I'm glad I could do it for her. And I wish her well on her future, right? I won't know. That's the thing with these kiddos. You get attached to them, and then, it's like everything else. They go sometimes and leave and graduate. So it is what it is. And I was just happy to be able to give her that. All right. So I have a pile of orphan scraps just hanging around here. And I'm just going to process what I've got here. Nothing exciting. Just gonna, here's some fabric I have laying around. This I could use for the back of a quilt maybe. And then I have this. So I'm going to play around with this. Basically, I just need to make sure that this is 12 by 18 or ish, like bigger, because I have to do the envelope quilt style. So we are looking at, like, this is already 11. So this is not going to need too much on the sides, but it's going to need a lot going this way. So I'm going to go ahead and take this square here, and I'm just going to attach it to the one side. I think I'm going to put you down at the bottom. But there's really, all I'm going to do is just work. Oops, let's see if I can get this. I'm just going to work on this, trying to get stuff done. And like someone says, I maybe do way too much. And it's hard. I admit, sometimes I just get so excited and I just want to do more and more. There's no deadline on this. Yesterday there was, and that was totally my fault. I didn't sign myself up. Like, she didn't know. This was just something I wanted to personally do. No one asked me to. It was just something I wanted to do. And so I was upset with myself that I didn't realize the day, and I wanted to get it done. Okay, so I still have the bobbin in from yesterday. It's all good. So now I have this, and what did I do with my cutting? There is my ironing board. Oh, Annette, your giveaway should be going your way. And Zaza, I don't have an address for you to send you a card. If you'd like, please email me at pastryqueen13@gmail.com. But yes, I did all the giveaways. That's ready to go. Wait, your machine is going to... Wait, I can't see. I've got you far away. Oh, yes, my sewing machine is going faster now. It's got to go to the spa. I think it needs... Oh, that's right. This is 18. This machine needs to go to the spa. It actually may go today to the spa. And that's another thing. That's why I'm on early, because I don't think the 7 o'clock is going to work for me just today, because I have to get this thing ready, and the spa is quite a distance. Well, the closest fabric quilt shop / sewing machine place is quite a distance from me. And we also have, plans with friends, and they close at noon. So I have to really get this machine all getting packed up and ready to go. I also have to see if they even have time for my machine. Oh, you know what? And I got to see if they're even open. I've done this before. They take some time off in January, and then I forget. I forgot. No problem. I didn't forget, but I'm still waiting on Barb Scott. I haven't seen her in chats, and if she doesn't need it, it's totally fine. I will pick another person. But I definitely want to give her... Okay, so the width is fine, so I need something for the top and the bottom. And this is good. This is when you can take out your jelly roll bin. Let me go get that. So here's my jelly roll bin. And these are like odds and ends of jelly rolls. I'm going to just put it down, see? Things I've cut, things that are leftover jelly rolls. Basically, it's just any 2.5 inch strip, no matter what size, goes in that bin. So here we go. I have this, and we'll use this. And actually, this may be the only thing I need. All right, so we're going to go with this and put this through. Yes, so today, honey, yesterday I came home, he had a lot of his tools sprawled out everywhere. He's packed. He's already packed. He's not leaving for another week and a half, but he's packed. He's kind of a little bit like me when it comes to that. I'm already packing for July to go to Puerto Rico. July, and I'm packing. Just don't want to forget anything. So now I have this. So I have my orphan block, just a couple of scraps on the side and a jelly roll on the top here. Believe it or not, I have, let's see, I have lots of people watching at this time. So I figured this is good. Let's explore when I get up. Maybe, I mean, I'm up, right? I'm up creating before I go on my 7 o'clock live. So why not create together? So here, I could add another row at the bottom, but honestly, this here is actually 12 by 18. This is the size that kennel quilt mat needs to be, or your placemat, because this can be also a placemat. And oh no, it is shy of it. So I do need to add another one. So let me find another strip. There you go. This is a binding strip. Well, hold on to that. What's this? Okay. This is another strip. I don't like that color. Oh, here we go. This kind of matches. This looks like it was old binding. I'm like that. I'm packing for my cousins to Alaska? Does that say Alaska? You're going to Alaska? Really? Oh, that's so cool. That really is cool. Yes, I would love any thumbs up. If anybody has the time to give me the thumbs up, I would appreciate that. That's cool. I've always wanted to go to Alaska. And there was a point that I wanted to live in Alaska. I watched, and this is kind of a funny story. Everyone in my family knows it and go, remember the time when Leanna was ready just to pack everything up and move to Alaska? This was, I don't know why, but actually I do know why. So there was a Hallmark movie. It all started with a Hallmark movie. It was a Christmas Hallmark movie. Good morning, Catherine. And it had the lady from Growing Pains, Cameron Diaz, I think is her name, or something like that. Or Cameron Burr, something. No, it's not Cameron Diaz, it's Cameron something. Anyway, and she went there to be the local doctor. And I don't know if you know the Christmas movie I'm talking about. They play it every year. I watched it this year again. And she moved to Alaska, and then she ended up falling in love with Alaska and falling in love with Santa Claus's son or something like that. But anyway, I just thought, oh, look at that. She's got a wood stove, a cabin, looks so cozy. What a cute little community. And then I was like, and I can then sit and quilt. And so all the time, that could be my thing, is we just live off over there. And I'm not like forever. It was like one of these things, like I wanted to do this for like a year or two. My son at that time was watching shows about Alaska, and he was like all for it. Yeah, Mom, let's go. My other two were in college. They weren't home, so this wasn't too far a distance. And yeah, it was funny. So I at one point was really seriously thinking about moving to Alaska for a little bit, and setting up shop just so that I could quilt and cook and just do I guess like Little House in the Prairie things. I don't know what I was thinking. Honestly, it was funny. I was super serious. I was looking up how much things were. My family were all talking me out of it. They're like, do you know what the suicide rate is? Do you know the gun rate and all this stuff? It was, what can I say? I just think it would be kind of neat to experience being completely just unplugged and just living in that moment. All pre-YouTube, all pre-YouTube. Good morning, Charlotte. Whoa, we have a lot of us up early this morning. Okay, so I have another one down. And actually, I should put it over here. And we're going to, I'm going to actually cut it down. We're going to put it together. Let's see, what else do I have here we go. What's this? This looks like the same kind of coloring here, right? We got greens going on. Maybe iron this a little. Maybe I should still do it. Adventures in Alaska with the Pastryqueen. No, it's too cold. Now I'm all about Puerto Rico and where it's nice and warm. All right, so this needs a little bit of trimming, and we're not worried. I'm not worried about her points or anybody's points or anything like that. We are just gonna trim it up. It's almost like crumb quilting we're kind of doing. We're just taking what we got and working with it. So, and I'm doing this because I'm hoping to actually, believe it or not, when I do my big mail today of mailing out stuff, that I will send out a bunch of these as well. It's something else I'd like to do today, but no pressure to myself, I promise. Good morning, Joyce. So here we are. So that's really too small. Let's see, what does this do? Oh, that fits nice. That fits nice right there. Would that be strange that we have that? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see what else I have. Oh, here's a big block. Let's start with this one. Okay, so this one can use a little bit of strips there and a couple of strips on the side. So I like actually using this because this is like kind of my template. So if you have something like this, go for it. Use it. If you're making some kind of placemats or these kennel quilts. So I have a piece that is not going to match that. Not that I should care, but maybe. It's not like the doggies are going to get up and say, "What were you thinking, Leanna?" But I do have, oh, here it is. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't really go with it at all. So we're not going to use that. Let's see. I'm going to go look for something. I'll be right back. Well, look, I have this whole bucket. It's all like doggy stuff. See how it's all doggy? So I have this. That may be super cute on the sides. This is like all doggy related. Okay. Let's go with, oh, let me see purple. Let me see if I have purple. Something purple. I need something purple. All right, I just went into my gifting closet. So this was a bundle that was sent to me. There's some purple in there. Look at that. It is $4.45 in Texas. Oh my goodness, that's right. It's super early there. So again, it may not, but it's cute. I mean, look, little pups and the little kitties may want that. I'm going to iron that here. And I don't know what my son is doing. His alarm keeps going off and he's supposed to be going ice fishing this morning. Oof. I did that when he was younger. He loved that stuff. Can't tell you how many times I was on a pond digging holes, drilling holes, should I say, putting up flags to go ice fishing with him. Cold. The things single moms do for their children. I tell you, I've also been hunting because he couldn't go out hunting. I went to hunting school. Can you imagine? I had pink camo, but I was a cute hunter. 35. Good morning, Dawn. I may have to run over there and say, get up. Your buddies are going to be wondering where you're at. All right, so here we go. We're going to go with this. And I kind of have somewhat memorization, like kind of what I have in that closet. I call it the donation closet. All right, so I need, if I place this here in the center, I need 1, 2, 3. We'll go 4, 1, 2, 3. We'll go 4 on both sides. So I will come in here and it's got to be this way, right? Yep. So here we are. I'll fold this, cross my fingers that I have everything folded good, and go for 4 inches on my mat. And being that this is not 1, 2, 3, 4, not too worried. I am using the mat measurements. Put that in the doggy beds. And here we go. So now those are going on the side, but I need something on the top. So I am going to just go ahead and stick, let's see, what can I put on here that would look halfway decent? Let's do this. Look at that. That's a perfect piece. It fits right here. We're going to go for it. Good morning. So, hello. Oh, hello, Zam. Am I saying? Well, let me go closer. I probably could put this a little closer and you could still see me. So, good morning, Zami. Am I saying that right? I'm not quite sure. I apologize if not. Welcome to our quilting channel. Now, if I was making placemats, I probably would be more intentional on where I put my stuff. But being that these are kennel quilts for the dogs, if you think about it, it's pretty much a disposable. I mean, yes, they wash them and they use them again, I hear, but we don't have to be meticulous. If you're going to do these for your kitchen, then yes, be meticulous. And now I'm going to come in. And we're going to be asymmetrical with this. I'm just going to put the one block on the top. Good morning, Nikki. Put this on the other side. So what are we sewing? Are we sleeping in? Are we creating right now? Or are we laying in bed watching what I call TV? That's YouTube for me. Let's see. We're just chilling. Are we having breakfast? Did I say good morning to you, Joyce? I don't remember if I saw that earlier. I don't recall. Right, here we are. We have our mat. Let's see. Does it measure what it needs to measure for these kennel quilts? Ooh, no, I took that measurement way off. I said 4 inches, and I actually needed 4.5. I mean, it's just exact. So, eeks. Okay, you know what? Stuff happens. We will extend it with this piece for on this side. And that's that. Now, if this was for your kitchen, you may want to be more upset about it, but hey, doggies, kitties, they're going to be fine with it. I should have gone 5. Good lesson next time. Add an inch. All right, now it definitely should be this bigger than this. Yep, it is. It's just going to have a little gray here and a little gray here as an accent. I actually might put this over and purposely make it look very asymmetrical. All right, so here's another one. We'll put that aside, and we'll get another orphan block coming. Here, let's see. What do we have? Good night, Charlotte. You going to bed? Not a problem. You have a good night. Let's see. Trying to catch up on my floral states. Arrived, and I just started January. Yeah, well, me too. I need to catch up as well. But, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you want to do. Not that you have to do. All right, so here's this. This is kind of interesting. So we'll go with this. Look, it looks like that. And oh, look, and I found some more of this, so that's good. A little golfing situation going on there. And we will, look at that. I have this green. That'll look good with this. So we'll open up this green. And what I will do is I will add a strip down here, a 2.5 inch strip. And I wanted it to be green. It happens to be green, and it happens to fit. So this was meant to be for this strip. It was meant to be. This one is a little bit of crumb quilting style, and it's okay. We will zip this right on. So when doing kitchen placemats, if you have a panel you want to do and you just want to add borders to it, go for it. Okay, so we have that, and I have to, you know what I have to do? I think I have to go to Joann's and buy myself one of those things that is a mat on one side, right? A cutting mat on one side and an ironing mat on the other, so that I could just flip it instead of this two-person. All right, here we go. So I have that now. That's going to go on the top like this. And we're going to put these on the sides. And we're going to kind of just eyeball and line that up. I don't even know how cold it is here today. All I know is I shut off my mattress, my heated mattress in the middle of the night. So that means it must be warmer than Actually, I can do some cards though. Let's see. While we're here, I can do some cards. Up, he's up. Okay, how to foil a cardboard children scam. I never even heard of that. How to foil a cardboard children scam. Has anyone heard of that? Because I don't even know what that is. I have no clue what that is. I guess not. I'm not the only one. All right. 1, act erratically, kicking with your leg and flailing your arms to scare the children away. B, entering the nearest store or restaurant, grip your wallet tightly and make as loud a scene as you can to attract attention. Or C, take out your wallet and offer a small amount of coins to the children. I don't even know what to say about that because I don't even know what that is. Yeah, no, I never heard of that. It's kind of a little scary. I don't know what that is. I can't look it up on the internet because I'm using my phone. So let's see. Oh, but I do. I think I have my computer up here. So the answer is B, entering the nearest store or restaurant, grip your wallet tightly and make as loud a scene as you can to attract attention. So where is my, oh, I guess I don't have my computer up here because I kind of want to know what that is because I have no clue. Good to know, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Don't have a clue. All right. So I'm just coming in here. I'm just chop-a-lopping with some scissors. Actually, I should do that for this because this is like a little wild too. I mean, everything's going to be trimmed down anyway before I put it together to the backing on it. So I feel confident I can do that. All right, so we have this. So here is another kennel quilt right there. Put that on our pile. Here's some more scraps now I have to use. Another 2.5 that can go there and another scrap piece. See, I kind of want to keep this whole so I could use it as a backing. So that's that. Let's see. Oh, we already did this yesterday. How to build a fire using spontaneous combustion. So that's not going to happen. Okay. I didn't like that card. We did that. Oh, we did that too. Okay, let's go this way. How to prevent serious illness after a flood. How to prevent serious illness after a flood. A, clear the area around your house of all metal objects. B, spread a path of lime approximately 2 feet wide around the perimeter of your house. Or C, apply disinfectant to everything that was touched by the floodwater. I actually know that answer, unfortunately. Okay, so here we have another. And I am just going to trim down stuff think actually I'm going to use this because this is the same color as the bears. So we're going to go with this. I do need to trim this down, just as if I was doing chrome quilting. Where is my... I keep saying I need to put oil in my chair, and I do. I know I had my... oh, here it is. All right, so we have C. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Barb. You won. You won the friendship quilt if you would like it. If you don't, I totally understand. We all got lots of stuff. But I wanted to let you know that you won. That is the, let me show it to you again. I just need you to send me your address, and I will actually mail it out today to you if you would like. Remember, it's this. So you were on earlier and Zaza won, but Zaza's in Scotland. So I'm going to send Zaza something else. But yes, if you would like it, Barb, please email me. If you don't, that's totally fine. I'll just call someone else. I'm glad you came on. So yes, so exciting. It's exciting. All right, so now I have this. I do need like a 2.5-inch strip up here. So let's go with this gray. We're gonna go with this gray. I'm gonna iron it a little. It's so cool. I love it. Great. So you're gonna go and you're gonna go to your email and email me your address to pastryqueen13@gmail.com. It's also in my description. So if you hit my description, you will see my email address and my home address. And I will get that out to you today. I'm so glad because I'm having a hard time getting to the post office. And today I'm calling it my mail day. So Annette, you're going to be getting your stuff. Everybody who won something is definitely getting something mailed out today. Oh, I smell coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but I smell it. I love it. Love the smell of coffee. Just don't like the taste. All right, so here we are. We got our little dancing bears. Let's see. I guess I should have put that on the other side. It's all good. And that's going to go there. That gives me plenty of room. And now I'm going to take these sides. You know what? I'm going to... I love this kind of quilting. It's just abstract, easy, simple, just go with the flow. So we're gonna put this on here and there. And I'm going to come, and now I'm just going to, again, just going to eyeball it. And yep, it's good. Go to the other side. So I don't know how many mats I will get done today, but I'm excited. I don't want to say that's going to be a check off my list of to-do things, but it is going to be a check off to do things. I want to show you the 5-yard quilt. I'm going to show you the 5-yard quilt. I don't know, in a bit. The book, the new book, and we'll discuss that. I have a fabric pull, and I'm going to do the same thing with that. I'm going to make that 5-yard quilt in real time, but I am going to do it probably in a morning live. I may get up at 5, I may get up at 4, whatever time I get up. In the future, you will see this 5-yard quilt go up or be made. All right, cut that. And here we are, another kennel quilt. Put that to the side. And I've gotten so many requests about this envelope quilt, so I will be working on that as well, trying to figure that one out. All right, here we have another one of those teddy bear things. Okay, but this one is bigger, so this just needs one thing on the top and 2 strips on the side. So we're gonna go with, that looks good. We'll go with this. And then we will go with, what can I put on the side? Here we are. We have this nice long strip that looks like a cutoff from something I long armed. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm excited for the Friday. Yes, I'm going to show you. Waiting for the book to come. Well, I have it right here. It's going to be displayed here. I'm going to ask Fran for the future books if I can do sneak peeks on my channel. Either the morning before they launch it. I don't know. We'll see what she says. Probably not. I probably won't be able to do that, but maybe I can give you sneak peeks. I mean, that, my package, my books have been here since December. Let's see. Wishing. What is that? Oh, your local shop in Canada. That's right. You're from, that's right. It takes longer, doesn't it? So Zaza, when people mail you stuff in Scotland, do you have to pay all kinds of fees? I mean, I'm assuming like, again, and you should never assume, I'm assuming something like a card isn't going to be a problem. But like, let's say if I threw in a card with fabric, would that be a problem? If you're still on, Zaza, like, will you be fined or taxed or whatever? Maybe. I have to probably use this. Make this asymmetrical, yes. Inquiring minds want to know. Like, I know in Canada, I can pretty much use the international stamp and be okay. Let's see. See if she's up. If not, I'll have to ask her another day. I never want to send something to someone internationally and then they get a fee of like $15 to get your package or your envelope or whatever it may be. I wondered the same thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. See, Joyce, let's see what if she's okay. So here it is. That is good, ready to be. All right, so I'm just going to cut off and chop a lop this little bit off. Oh, I never did say what the Okay, so how to prevent serious illness after a flood. The answer is, let's see, let me go back. Okay, and everyone had C, yes, is apply disinfectant to everything that was touched by the flood water. Yep, and then you also have to get shots and all kinds of stuff. Because when I went to help in the Maria in Puerto Rico, my honey and I took a month of unpaid leave, from my job at least, unpaid leave, to help. And we had stuff shipped down there that we couldn't ship in the plane. And my doctor gave me all kinds of shots because I could be in contact with stuff from floodwaters and stuff like that. So let's see, what can I put here? Can I make this and this? Oh, let's see. Nope, that makes it too big. All right, it's gonna have to be a centerpiece. So we're gonna take this like that. See, here it is, patchwork piece. This could be a kitchen mat, right? And then it says, the only things I've sent overseas have been to military bases or stations, no extra fees applied. There, yes. I mean, she's going to get a card, but if she's not going to get dinged for me sending her, you know, a fat quarter or something, I'd like to do that, or a couple 10-inch squares. You know how much I love my 10-inch squares. So this needs to be bigger. Let's see, what can I do here? Well, I have this. I could add that to the side. And let's see, does this fit? Oh, nope, that doesn't fit. I have this. This can be added. Email sent. I'm so excited. Great. I'm glad the email was sent. So I will work on that later on. See, what else do I have in here? Oh, I have some of this. What's this? Oh, this is kind of a little loud, but you know, maybe those pups need a little bit of loud. Here's some blues. I guess the blues, that goes with a little bit of what's going on here. Oh, and I have a piece like this. This is a smaller piece. That would be good for the side. Okay, and then I have some of these, so we can go with, well, that's a little, let's go with this one. This one's a little bit more muted, like that. We'll put those on the top and the bottom. Oh, here is that. Well, we'll do this one. Okay, I think I've got a plan. Oh, and we have this. All right, so these need to be all iron. We have that. Oh, I just remembered. I think Donnell from Donnell Stitchery, she's looking for 10-inch squares. So if anybody here follows Donnell and Donnell Stitchery, I think I saw something that she was looking for 10-inch squares. Just verify. If not, I'll go on her channel today and look. So I'm trying to think of everybody I have to mail something to on my mail day right now. This is what goes through my mind when I'm sewing. So good morning, Rebel Lauren or Rebel Lauren, maybe? Am I saying it right? I'm sorry if I'm not. When I sent a quilt to a friend of mine in Canada, I paid the extra taxes so he did not have to. Thank you. That's a good idea too. Teresa, Could you turn a scrap quilt into a rag quilt? And Donnell is looking for 5-inch squares. Okay, 5-inch squares. Okay, I must have seen something about a 10-inch square, and then now it makes sense that she was going to cut it into 5-inch squares. Okay, so I will definitely go and find her address. I think I have her address. Quilting in the Man Cave. Good morning. You know what? Everybody needs to hear that every once in a while, Mohammed. Thank you. But this is a quilting channel. As long as we're respectful, we're good with it. Can you turn a scrap quilt into a rag quilt? So So I can turn, like, when I've done rag quilts using scraps of flannel. And yes, and it works if you do it in blocks, right? They don't have to be big blocks, small blocks. Or you can traditionally piece a scrap block, right? You can traditionally piece something like this, let's say, and then join it together, if this makes sense, into a scrap quilt. And as a matter of fact, that may be one of my, I was toying with the idea of doing that this morning to show you how to use your scraps and still make a rag quilt. So glad you put that question out there. There is a way to do that because I've done it. So the answer, I guess, would be yes. And thank you for the 5-inch square. But if I said, if I send her some 10-inch squares, which I have, she can cut them in 4, which is what I think she said in that post. That's why I was a little confused. Okay, so it's 5-inch squares. I'll look at my 5-inch. Probably have more luck with my 10-inch, but I'll look. Since it's mail day, I want to mail out. Let's see. So if all of you don't know, Quilting in the Man Cave, that's a quilting channel. So go check him out. He's quilting in his RV, right? You're quilting in your RV. Yeah, I know Zaza. Zaza, oh good. Zaza. So if I was to send you fabric in your card, do you have to pay taxes on it? Okay, I'll call you Rebel. Yep, Deb S is on here. Did I miss Deb? I see a lot of hi Deb. Yes, Rob. Yeah, Rob is the guy in Quilting in the Man Cave. Absolutely. Oh, there's Deb. I see Deb now. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, wait, Zaza left? Oh no, did I miss Zaza? Again. Bye, Zaza. Too cold to quilt right now. It's freezing down here in Florida, 32 degrees. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it, Deb. I don't know. I went back, I couldn't find it. Zaza had to go, so I don't know the answer to that, but we'll ask her. Oh, I can email her. If she emails me, I can email her that question. So yes, so 5-inch squares. So Donnell's looking for 5-inch squares, so I have to go and look for that today. So I guess if you all follow Donnell, she's looking for 5-inch squares. If I didn't say that before. Not 10-inch. Wrong information I'm giving out. to 6:30. Let me start showing you some of my plans after I've finished with this. I'm going to put this on here. And just so you know, not only will these make a great thing for kennel quilts, these placemat type of things. These are great for Meals on Wheels. I made a ton of Meals on Wheels placemats using this same technique of orphan blocks and scraps. I mean, I think I made almost 80 of them. And yes, so just know you can have table placemats, kennel quilt mats, and Meals on Wheels placemats. And all you would have to do is contact your local Meals on Wheels and ask them when they would have a time, or if they would even want them, to put placemats with the meals. For me here, it's Thanksgiving. They like to do it during Thanksgiving. I'm not used to looking at my phone for Leanna early. I'm sorry. I'm not. It all started with yesterday, and I'm like, you know what? I am up creating. I wonder what people, other people. I actually ended up getting quite a bit of subscribers yesterday, believe it or not, after that live. Everybody seemed to like that crazy live I did yesterday. So I said, why not? Good morning, Joe. How are you doing? Working. Joe's another content creator. So is Deb. We've got so many of you guys on here. Please feel free to drop links and talk about yourselves and what you're creating and your content, what's going on there. Deb, you're working on dresses, right? Millie's dresses right now, which is from Lori Holt with Mona and Lisa, right? Lisa is doing it as well, which is the Author Quilter GA. I'm usually up early and scrolling. I just wanted to get these done. So Joe, now that Joanne's Fabrics might be vacating, you have content of you using a lot of things that you found at Joanne's. What are you going to do? You're going to have to start like hitting those thrift stores. I mean, that's how I got a lot of my fabric too. Thrift stores. Oh. Millie's dresses, and I'm working on borders now. So there you go. That's what she's doing on her channel. I haven't had time to scroll. Honestly, there has been no time for me to scroll on YouTube. Luke? Yeah. Are you making coffee for yourself, or did you do it? You're heading out? All right, never mind. I was going to have him make me tea. I didn't catch him earlier. Love you. Be safe. Call me, because I know you're on ice, even though it's thick. You know, mother never stops worrying. I don't use thrift store fabric for projects very often. Oh, okay. I'm going today to Joann's to, I don't know, pick up something. I got a gift card during Christmas time, and I want to use it up before they leave. Moving into larger studios, so it will be easier to record and sew one-handed. Should be ready in 2 weeks. Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. Got yourself a little studio. And your writing is coming along. Have you started school, Lynette? Have you been back to school? All right, so here we go. We have another one. So here's another one. And it, yep, it's just, it is what it is. It's just a scrappy doggy bed or doggy mat. I'm going to put all this, yes, I'm going to put all this aside right here. This here is a pile of scraps that I could use to put on sides. And this is a pile of blocks. I want to keep these together because this is a scrap. This is fabric. And these are scraps. All right. So I have all this to work with. And I have a pile more, but I just try to keep everything a little separate. All right, so here we are. We have that, that, and that. And then let me show you what I am going to work on. We're going to go into the more of the 7 o'clock live situation. And then I'm going to go back to showing you how to actually put together one of those mats. Oh, look at this, Rebel. I have a box of my mom's fabric and used it for the dresses. Very vintage looking. And some of the fabrics, I remember her making clothes for me. Oh my God, Deb, you're going to make me cry. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. All right. So, oh, this, okay. So this is my copy of Fabulous 5-Yard Quilts by Fabric Cafe. This was launched last week. These are the quilts. And yes, I made quite a bit, more than I thought. I made this quilt here, and this quilt here, and this one here. All I can give you is some tips and tricks on this quilt here in particular. You really need to starch your fabric well, iron as you go. Iron all those pieces as you go. Press open. Make sure you press everything open on this one. They are small pieces, and just know when you're working with small pieces, when you're pressing, things end up, you know, folding over each other. So just press well, starch well, and you should be fine. This is an awesome pattern, but it's, I would say this is a confident beginner. Confident. Confident to almost, you're over a beginner. But loved it, had fun making it, and, you know, this is great. This here is truly a very beginner quilt. So if you're a beginner, this is great. And this quilt is wonderful, but placement. I actually made a mistake on here. They fixed it. You know, I'm going to tell you, this is how you learn. The colors of the fabric, especially 2 of them, were very similar for me. And I don't know. I just flipped only one corner. She fixed it. But when you're putting this together, be mindful of your fabric placement. And we are going to do Athena, because I had not done that one. So here's Athena. Okay. Athena is, and you know, they always inscribe and write me beautiful words here. Athena is by Donna Robertson. So we will be working on that one morning. I will get on a live and I'm going to be like, we're live streaming. It's going to be a live stream, 5-yard quilt. And that is, whoops, I can't do that. I almost did that again. Let me see. All right. So we will be doing that one on a live stream. And I'm just going to start cutting. You're going to see everything from beginning to end. Apparently, I got very good feedback about that, to see the whole process from the very beginning to the end. I will be posting pictures of the quilt. It was given, so most of you probably weren't here at 5/12 while I was doing that. And so I will be posting pictures today of the quilt, the finished quilt. I finished it during lunch. It got washed and it was delivered to the child. So it was wonderful. It was just a heartwarming experience. She absolutely loved it. And I was just so happy. And yes, I put that stress and pressure on myself. Nobody asked me to make this. And this was a totally on me thing. I wanted to do it for her and I lost track of time and days. So that's what that is all about. So Rebel says, some of my grandma's fabric is from the 40s, and on my mom's, some is from the 70s. LOL, then I have my own stash also. Yeah, exactly. I like vintage fabric. Vintage fabric from family is my favorite. Good morning, Teresa. You are the bionic quilter. You need to change your name. I know. I was thinking about changing my name, and then I got thinking I really can't, like Pastryqueen's Quilt Adventures instead of Farm Adventures, but hey, it is what it is. I took my dad's handkerchiefs and some of my mom's fabric and made a memory quilt. So I did that for a friend of mine. I took her mom's hanky and her dad's shirt and made her a pillow. And it's just was a lovely thing. Both of her parents died in a short amount of time. Such a pretty, it is. Have to run. The doggies need to go out. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. So everybody go check out Mike. He's on his way out. I mean, Rob, not Mike, Rob. He's on his way out and he's quilting in the man cave in Florida. So check him out if you have not. All right. Bye, Rob. So here we are. This is my copy, right? Yes, because I have that. So that leads me to this copy here. I have another copy. Look at this. I've got copies. So this copy is not inscribed. It's just a regular copy. And this I will be giving away. I will be giving this away when I hit 3,000 subscribers. So I'm at 2,855, I think, as of last night. So at 3,000, this is what's going to happen. So we're going to have that and probably something else I'll add. I'll keep stuff to it. So I'll have another thing to go with it. But that's what's going to be at 3,000 subscribers. So 5 yards. So last year, and I shouldn't say last year, Advent Box 2023, not Advent Box 2024. Soft Squares Advent Box 2023. There was 3 yards. I think there was a background, this, and this to make a 3-yard quilt. So I kept it, put it aside. I love this, and then I just never got to it. I cleaned, remember I cleaned, and I found it, and I said, oh, yes, I forgot all about that fabric, and I love it, and I want to do something with it. So we're going to do Athena, again, on a live stream, early morning live stream. We're going to use this. This is Mint from You by Melissa Mortensen, and it's a Riley Blake. So we're going to use that. And I love bees. And we are going to use this. And this, I believe, is from the same line. This has a little heart. So this is more of a Valentine line. See? Valentine line. And this, again, the same line, mint for you. And there's teeny, teeny, tiny little hearts. This is somewhat of a directional fabric. I'm going to use it as if it's a toss fabric. I'm not going to care where these land. Okay, so when I'm discussing Athena, and I'm going to open it up here, right? This square right here, which is fabric 1, is this. So this here is going to be, and I'm going to actually label it because this is going to be in the near future. So this is fabric 1, and I'm going to write it down. Fabric 1. So this is fabric 1. That's going to be the, Okay, so apparently I need to clip it. So this is fabric 1, and that's going to be in the boxes, my focal. Fabric 2. So fabric 2 is the border. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Fabric 2 is inside the 4 patch here. You see it? Fabric 2. Fabric 2 is going to be this right here. Look, it's got buzzing bees, right? So this, again, is a Riley Blake, different line. This is called Country Life by Jennifer Long. I ordered this fabric and was gifted this fabric. So I ordered some, and then I was gifted some from Lynn at Soft Squares. So Lynn, I bought, so you may be able to find some of this still on her website. I'm not sure. So this is going to be fabric 2. And I'm just going to write it here so that I do this correctly. Yep, fabric 2. Will this stick on? Yes, it will. So this is going to be fabric 2. Fabric 3 is also in the 4 patch, and it is like that creamy orange. That's where this is going to go. So this is going to be fabric 3. And then this way I have this all set up for my live stream when I'm going to do it. I'm not sure yet what day or time, but this is going to be fabric 3. Again, I'm going to have more time on my hands because my honey is going to be getting my house ready. He's getting away from this cold weather. I'm so jealous because it is freaking cold here. It is cold. So let's see who just joined us. Well, here, I'm just going to keep going. Fabric 4. So fabric 4, and it's hard to see, but around that block is like a green that goes around, and then there's like a little green strip here. So fabric 4 would be going around this fabric here, right? I also got this. Well, this fabric was also in that Advent box. That Jennifer Long one wasn't. I also got this in one of my Advent things as well, and it is the same line from Mint for You to You. Mint for You? Is it Mint for You? Mint, M-I-N-T for you. But it's only a half yard, and I need a yard. I did the math, and I needed 21 inches just to do around the blocks. Forget the border, just around the blocks. I only have 18. So I also have a fat quarter from Mint to You. This one came from a Ginger Quilter box, and I pulled it out and put it with this line. So I think I'm just going to play with the fact of using these two fabrics to go around this focal block because I just don't have anything else. So we're just going to have some blocks that is bordered with this color and this color. So theoretically, it's going to be fabric-ish for. I mean, we're gonna make do with our stash. What we have here is what we're going to do. So this is fabric 4. Both of these fabric 4s. Again, this is only 3/4 of a yard of fabric. This is only going to give me basically for bordering these blocks. I'm just kind of showing you what I do. You don't have to do what I do. You can just grab yourself a whole yard of something. I make do. You know I'm the make do queen. So that's 4. That means I won't have enough to do. See how there's 2 borders here, right? I'm not going to have enough to do that. So guess what? We're just going to have a solid border. We're just not going to do that stripe border. I don't have enough. We're not doing it. We're just going to do a full border. So whatever border, whatever the measurement of that border is, which I don't think I can give you. Let me see. Here we go. See, because you have for border 2, 3, and 4. So whatever 2, 3, and 4 add up to be, I'm just going to cut that width out of this fabric. This fabric was gifted to me. This is a basic gray grunge. And that is going to mimic all the polka dots that are in here. So this is what we're looking at. I'm going to fan these out and show you. I think it's going to be a pretty quilt. And I'm just also showing you, you can still use your stuff from advent boxes from before. So that's going to be the body of the quilt right there. That's the body. And then this is going to be the border. So I think it's going to tie in well. And again, I'm just going to do a live stream just like I did yesterday since it was so successful. I'm just going to wing it and do it again. Because in all actuality, when I used to do videos, which I need to do more of, I used to be doing this before I went on my 7 o'clock live. And you guys missed the whole construction of it. And when I did a video, you would only see one block being made and then me just plucking it into what was already made. So I'm going to try this from the beginning to the end. You liked it yesterday, we're going to do it. And we're going to do it using this book. Just if you want to get yourself ready, Athena. And there you go. I hit 3,000 subscribers. We're going to get you that. And then my son said, I think I left the door open when I left the house. So now that means I have to go downstairs. So give me 2 seconds. All right, I'm back. And he did. He left that wide open in like -degree weather. Now my house downstairs is cold. Oy, those boys. All right, so let's go back. Let's see what I've missed. We're going to go back to, so we left off with the man cave Rob. He was leaving. And so love to see the pattern start to finish. Helps us newbies. Good. I'm glad. Well, I'm going to try to keep doing that. Good morning, Mom. My mom misses me. We were there for a bit. Spoiled. She's taking care of the house. She's doing good. Is it cold out there? Yes, that's why Honey is like, he's packed, Mom. He packed last night. He is ready to go. Only thing is he's got a whole nother week to be here. Cold in upper U.S. Love the colors and the patterns. I think it's cold in most of the U.S. It is. It's cold everywhere. Even in Florida, even in Texas. My mom says good morning to everyone. It's cool out here in Puerto Rico. Yeah, cool is 80 degrees, folks. Cool is 80 degrees. I'd give that any time. Mama J Enterprise, she's here. She has her channel, and she also sells patterns. Howdy, friends. Yes, you know what? And that after I'm done with my 5-yard quilts and all my other stuff that I have said yes to, I'm going to have to do one of those live streams using Mama J's pattern. Interesting how you choose fabrics. Yeah, I just went in my stack, Barb, and I just love these two, and I just did what I could. I managed to do what I could. That should work. You were kicking butt yesterday, Teresa says. I was, and I'm so excited that that girl got her quilt. I'm in favor of just using what you have. Local shop run today. See if anyone has the new Fabric Cafe book. All right. So, ready here. Oh, start thinking some blue colors for a balance for the kitchen in the house. Well, Mom, to me, that whole kitchen is a French vibe. And being that I have a Frenchman in my life, we're going to go and do a France in the kitchen. The house is like a blue and yellow. So I actually, not this time around when I was in Houston, but 2 years ago when it was 2023 in Houston, I went to this little booth that was all French fabrics. And yes, I have some French beautiful fabrics that have that vibe of the tile that's in there because they are very French looking tiles. And there's blues and yellows, and they're chickens, Mom. Yes, they're chickens. They're going to be very beautiful. They'll be accenting. Maybe they'll be at the bottom. So at the bottom, there is going to need like little tiny curtains made too. So, but they're more of a panel situation. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to integrate them, but it's very French and we'll figure it out. I've already got the bathroom. I see my mom is on. I might as well show her what I have been working on for Puerto Rico and you all. So my shower curtain that I'm working on. So I was gifted this fabric, and the person who gifted me this fabric, we talked yesterday, and they are going to send me more of this line. They have more of this line. So this is what I have, and it's not big enough for a shower curtain, but it will be by the time we're done. So if you all recall, we have the butterflies, right? It has all the colors of what I like. The corals, the teals, the purples, the gray. It's all a gray tone background. So yes, so this is going to be the shower curtain. That's going to happen. And it's very long because it's actually an extra long shower curtain situation going on. And then this is part of the line, and I have, let's see, I have two pieces of this. I have this one and this one, which I'll incorporate. And then she's sending me more fabric to go with it. So this is the bathroom, and she said there might be even enough fabric to make a valance or curtain for the one window in the bathroom. So this is the bathroom vibe that's going to happen. This is the bathroom vibe. So she had asked me if I had accessories to go in the bathroom yet. I do not. I have nothing. She asked me, what do you have for that? I have nothing. So I am starting from scratch. I have walls is what I have in there. So, maybe I will find some accessories to put in my housewarming wish list to go with these fabrics. I'm thinking just solid, probably like soap dispenser and stuff like that. I don't know. Love the colors on the shower curtain. Yes, I want it to be very vibrant in there. Oh, Zaza's back. It's very American to have a fabric shower curtain. In the UK and most of Europe, we use waterproof vinyl type fabric for them. So I do. I have the waterproof vinyl inside. And then I have the fabric on the outside. And Zaza. So now that I have you back, Zaza's from Scotland. She won originally the giveaway, but now that's going to Barb. But I am sending something to Zaza. I know I can send you an envelope, but could I stick fabric in there? It'll still be in an envelope and it'll still be flat and it'll be still thin. Would you have to pay to receive that if I send that to you, like on your end? Like, that's what I need to know. Because I don't want to, I'll send you a card, but I wanted to gift you a piece of fabric from the Pastryqueen. So, but I didn't know if I could do that or if that was going to be a no-no or whatnot. So please let me know. And so yes, so now you saw my 5-yard quilt that we're going to do on a live stream. You saw the shower curtain I'm working on in the bathroom. The kitchen is going to have a provincial French theme or French vibe. I don't know what my sewing room is going to be. I really don't. I think what I'm going to do is Lynn from Soft Squares, in her advent box, she had a poster with fabric blocks or something. So I may actually get that. I may actually get that professionally framed. I'm not sure yet. I might actually get that professionally framed and put that on one of my walls in the sewing room. I'm not sure yet. And, or maybe get it laminated from like, maybe that's what I should do. I probably should get it laminated because to get it framed is going to be heavy. So I probably get it laminated and then somehow put it on the wall. So let's see what's coming up for Valentine's. Well, this is kind of Valentine's Day. It's a Valentine's Day line. There's lots of hearts in there. That's kind of where I'm going with it. I do have some ideas. I have them over there, but I don't want to say I'm going to do it and then I'm not. I'm toying with the idea of 3 other things. Yes, you can, as long as the custom form value is under $30, it's okay. Okay, so I have to fill out a customs form. All right, I know now what I'm into. What the French pottery do you have a piece of called again? What the French pottery do you have a piece of called again? Pottery. I don't have any pottery. I mean, you want to send me some French pottery? I'm up for it. I don't have, oh, pattern maybe? What's the French pattern did you have a piece of called again? I don't know. I have to look it up. I know I bought it at, I bought, oh, panel. French panel? Do you have maybe? You know, I wonder, do I have it in my panel? I'll pull out my panel box. I actually don't know where it is at this moment. I know I bought it. I just haven't come across it lately. When I cleaned all over there, I didn't see it. I know I bought it and I would just have to look. But let me look in here. It might be right in here. If it's not, I don't think I have it in here. I think like I still have it packed away somewhere. Yes, these are panels, and in here there's panels and there is fireman fabric. And it's from France. The fabric is actually from France. It's thick. It's not like thin fabric. It's almost like a canvasy fabric, and that's not in here. I have it some, oh, here it is. Nope, that's not it. I thought it was it because it was like the fabric. I have a feeling it's over there somewhere where I haven't gotten to yet to clean because I'd rather sew. I'll find it. I have till July to find it. Or, you know, pretty much. Yeah, I have to look for it, but I know it's somewhere in this room. What's the name? I thought you had a piece of. No, I thought you had a bowl or something. Your pastry graduation, or maybe I dreamt that. Yeah, I don't have that, but hey, you know, maybe it's something that's coming into my life. So we're going to go to Survivor. It's 7 o'clock. And we need to know how to prepare to hot wire a car. I don't even know if I can say this. I don't think I could give directions on how to hot wire a car. Okay, let me find a new card. I don't want to get demonetized. I'm not trying to get anybody to steal a card. That's actually quite funny, though, that is a card in here. Leanna, if it fits in a birthday card, it's okay, no customs form, but any other envelope then usually asks for a customs form. Okay, that's good to know. Here we go. We're back in the flood zone here. How to build a dike to prevent a building during a protect a building during a flood. So we know now we have to disinfect everything that the flood water touched. We need to build a dike. So we're all now, I don't know, just don't go on vacation with me. Because clearly we end up in these survivor moments. So yes, so how to build a dike to prevent a building during a flood. A, fill large bags with rocks, fasten them with twine, and stack them against the building. B, stack untied sandbags 8 feet from the building. C, build the dike out of any heavy materials, making it 3 times as high as its width. Darn, I knew the hot wire one. Well, I don't think I can do that on my channel. I don't think I can give pointers on how to hot wire a car, so we're not going to go with that. I might read that to find out myself, and so that while we're talking about building dikes, we are going to open up and do some building of doggy mats. All right, here we are. So we're going to take some scraps, fabric, and it is cotton. I'm going to use this as the back. And we are going to come in here and use this. I think I'm going to flip us around to the other side. So let's see. We have a lot of B's, C's, and B's. So the answer is B. Stack untied sandbags 8 feet from the building. And there we go. How to jump from a moving car. So somehow we've all been abducted. I'm not quite sure why we need to jump out. Maybe we got into an argument with someone. I'm not sure, but we find ourselves that we now need to jump out from a moving car. And so how do we do this? Well, let's find out. Wow, you can get a lot of information here. I learned on how to open up a padlock without a key. Okay, so how to jump from a moving car. A, tuck in your arms and legs, jump at an angle and then roll when you hit the ground. B, jump in the opposite direction that the car is moving, then roll like a log with your arms and legs straight. Or C, climb to the window and push off the steering wheel with your foot, steering the car away from you. Wow. You awfully have to be limber to do that. Yep. Which one of those is it? All right, I'm moving us. And so, Zaza, after all that information you gave me, I think I'll just send you a pattern, a paper pattern. How about that? And that will fit in a birthday card, and we will get that done. And then this way, there's no issue on your end, on my end, and we're all good. It'll be a 3-yard quilt pattern. I think you are black and blue from any of those options. Yes. All right, so I have now my doggy mat that I'm making, right? So I have that down. And then this happens to be the perfect size. If you look at this, it says 12 by 18, and there's even a 1/4 inch all the way around. So I'm going to actually use this as my template to do this. So here we go. I'm going to take my fabric, in which I did iron it. Now, what did I just do with the batting? That's not the batting. Okay, I just moved it with the 5-yard quilts. Here we are. Okay, so the answer is A. Tuck in your arms and legs, jump at an angle, then roll when you hit the ground. Yeah, that's how we get away from that. Oh, I can't even read this. This one grosses me out. Okay, here we go. How to perform a fast 180-degree turn with your car. Okay, how to, I guess we're being chased, folks. We went on vacation and now we're being chased. So we need to do a fast 180 turn with your car. Where are we vacationing to that we need to do this? I have no idea. So A, in reverse, back up, jam on the gas, then cut the wheel sharply 90 degrees simultaneously, dropping the transmission into drive. B, in drive, accelerate to 60 miles per hour, remove your foot from the gas pedal, and turn the wheel 90 degrees while pulling hard on the handbrake. Or C, accelerate to 30 miles per hour, jerk the steering wheel 90 degrees, pull up on the handbrake, then jam the accelerator. Okay, for all those 007s out there, what are we doing? All right, so I'm opening up my fabric, and I am going to put the fabric facing me, right? The back facing me. And we're going to have right sides together. So I have this down. Actually, when I look at it, it looks like a little ball in the center. And I'm going to make sure that I clear right over here, my selvage. I have this down. And now I'm going to put some, and this is short, so that's not going to work. I'm going to open up this piece here. Here we go. I just want to make sure that it's going to be clear. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to put this down here. Yes, I know it's a big piece. We're just going to put the big piece on here. There's going to be a little bit of waste. We're going to be okay, though. We're going to survive. And I'm going to come here. Now, as you see, my sandwich, I have, this is facing the backing. The backing is right now with my batting. I'm going to take this, because this is what I'm going to use as my template, and kind of put it where I may want. And I am going to grab, which I just had. Here they are. If you recall these pins that I love, we're going to grab these pins because I'm going to need them. So I'm laying this down. That is up. I want to make sure I've cleared that I'm cutting through 3 layers right now, which I am. As a matter of fact, so I don't have too much waste. I'm going to bring this up a little bit more. There we go. Now I'm going to put this here. And again, this is a 12 by 18 mat. This happens to be Olfa. And I don't really know. I'm kind of doing this a little bit blindly. So I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to use it as my template. And I'm going to cut all around. I'm going to move this aside. Now this is all basically dog bed stuff. I'm going to pull this up. I'm going to leave that exactly how it is because I still have to stitch around. The only thing is that if I just pin without using these, I poke myself. So I'm just putting 4 of these. You don't have to. You could use regular pins. I'm putting 4 of these in each corner, making sure I'm far enough away so that when I sew, they're not in my way. Actually, this one probably should go a little bit further. Here we are. I'm going to pull these out. I'm going to put this further. And the reason why I'm putting them further, I just realized that my walking foot, because I'm going to use my walking foot, is a little bit chunkier than my regular foot. So I'm going to come in here and do the 4. And now what I would do if I'm, here in my sewing room, is I would do an assembly line. So I would make these all up, pile them all up, and then run them through. But because I want to show you this before I leave the live, we're going to just do one. I'm going to take this one and we're going to go over, back over to our area. Here we are. Now we need to put this away here. And I'm going to get my walking. I'm going to plug this in. Pull this out. So here we are. So getting back onto that. Hello, Dawn. So we have a lot of bees. Annette says, I don't know about you, but I'm screaming. That's perfect. Thank you. Oh, good. Glad. Yes. So the answer is, here we go. How many of Fabric Cafe quilt patterns have you done? Rebels, so many, I have lost count. I've done so many future ones that you have all not seen yet. But like, I've done a lot. Let's just say. I mean, I've got all their pattern books and I was doing them for charity beforehand. But now that I do a lot of their sewing for their books, I've lost count. It'd be interesting to see though. So we have, okay, so how to perform a fast 180 turn with your car the correct answer is A. A is the correct answer. In reverse, back up, jam on the gas, then cut the wheel sharply 90 degrees, spontaneously dropping the transmission in drive. The other thing was that I didn't want to read because it grosses me out, and maybe we'll do it another day. Again, this is the worst case scenario survivor game. The worst case scenario is how to remove an embedded fish hook in your skin. Like, no. So now that's interesting because it says how to perform. Oh, we jumped out of the car. And now, okay, never mind. Maybe that's why we had to jump out of the car, because someone was going to do a 180. Okay, here we go. We're still, I don't know what's up with the cards today. I keep picking them. How to escape from a car hanging over the edge of a cliff. Bad driving is my guess. Bad driving happened here because how to escape a car hanging over the edge of a cliff. Okay, so before we even go to this, explain to me how this car ended up hanging off of the edge of a cliff. That's the question. So we can get background information on why we need to now escape out of a car hanging over the edge of a cliff. We're stunt sewers from experience. I know that one. Oh no, Andrea. One drink too many. Oh, I think I know this. Oh, okay. So we have people that know this. Okay. I hope I never have to experience that because just reading that gave me the... Okay, so I have a dual feed, and dual feed has many different feet that you can purchase, and I purchased a 1/4-inch foot. So I'm changing out my foot just by actually pulling it down in case if someone does have a baby lock Aria or a baby lock whatever that uses the same system, and then I just kind of lift that up and it clicks into place. So let's see. Oh, the fish hook, not from the cliff. Okay. Yeah, the fish hook one. Okay, the worst. That's worse than the fish hook. I agree, Linda. Good morning. My ex was driving and he backed up, but it was a bridge. Oh, you need to live through the 60s and 70s to know this. Okay, so these are our choices. We're all now hanging on the cliff and we need to get out of this car. A, sit still and sound the horn until help arrives. B, climb into the back seat as fast as you can and exit through the back door. Or C, slowly climb into the back seat and then climb out of the rear window. Well, I hope that rear window is open. Yeah. I don't know. I think I would be terrified. Oh, thank you. So good morning to RT. Good morning. I'm new here. I found you during yesterday's live. Love your content. Well, thank you. I hope you hit that subscribe button. I have a feeling that people like that. So that's why I'm going to try to do more live feeds from beginning to end. Thank you and welcome to our channel. We have a lot of B's and C's. Too early to jump out of cars for Joe. All right, so now here I have, remember, I have my batting, I have my backing, and the front. So for this, I am going to start here because I have like a nice area where there's no seams, and I'm going to start in the center. And again, I have my walking foot. I'm going to drop my foot down, and I'm going to put in a stitch, and I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to start and then backtrack because again I am going to be pulling this out envelope style, so I want to backtrack so I don't rip any stitches when I start moving things out. I don't know. I made my ex sit on the corner on the ground to crawl out. I did subscribe. Thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I figured you did because I did get quite a bit of subscribers yesterday, which made me happy. Okay, I'm coming to the corner here, and I am going to stop and rotate my fabric. By lifting your foot here, mine automatically lifts, so I don't have to do that, but not all of us have that. So what am I making today? Today I'm making so if you go to the very beginning and rewatch, you'll see. So I'm making mats, they can be for your table, for your table, right? Placemats for your table. This happens to be for kennels. So it's a kennel quilt. It's going to an organization called kennelquilts.com. Most of these kennel quilts I'm shipping them out to California, because in California, due to the fires, a lot of animals had to evacuate and they need kennel quilts. So that's what this is going for, but it could be for your table. It could be, I don't know. Oh, placemats for Meals on Wheels for seniors. It's the same method. Oh wait, my mom loved this show this morning. Roz says hi. Have to leave now. Love you. Love you too. Have a great day. All right. So, mom, before you leave, you have to know how to escape this edge of the cliff here out of a car hanging. So the answer is C. C. Let's see. Did we have a lot of C's out there? We had some C's. Okay. Slowly climb into the back seat, then climb out of the rear window. All right. So now we're going to go to the boomers. Let's go to the boomer questions right now. So this is old school. We're going old school. That's a huge blessing. Yes. So, old school question. In the 60s and 70s, what percentage of homes had milk delivered daily? In the 60s and 70s, what percentage of homes had milk delivered daily? A, 20%, B, 30%, or C, 40%? So this is what they considered old school boomer question. I don't know. You got a lot of A's, 40%, C. So I'm going to sew all the way to the end, and then I'm going to stop, rotate. Let me see. Can I put that there? I don't think you could read it, but I'll put it up there. No, that's going to fall. All right. I need to go one more stitch. There we go. Now that's a 1/4 inch. And RJ, yeah, I'm sorry, RC or RJ, let me see, RT. The quilt was finished and it was delivered to the child yesterday. She was ecstatic, so I was very happy. And then we're going down. I'm gonna put it like one more time. There we go. So we are sewing, I'm sewing a 1/4 inch all the way around. And so this is what they want, no binding. So they actually, when you go to kennelquilts.com, it tells you exactly how they want these mats constructed. So I back tacked everything there. Okay, so we have, okay, Luke, my son's now on here. Hi, Luke, how are you? Check the front door quick. I think I forgot to close it when I forgot to go back inside for something. Yes, Luke, I read your text popped up down there. I left my live. I went downstairs. Yes, you left that front door open. It is a little chilly downstairs. You also left some other things. I hope you are all right. There are some other things. There's looks like some kind of telescopic thing, and it looks like a stadium seat or some kind of seat. So I'm not sure if you need that for your ice fishing adventure, but it's here at the house. We have 30 and 40, and thank you for stopping by. You weren't answering. No, I know, because I can't answer because I'm on a live and I can't text because I use my phone. I forgot my hunting chair. Yes, you forgot your hunting chair and some other items. So anyway, now everybody wants to say hi to Luke. Oh, yay. I'm so happy for her. My dad delivered milk back in the day. Yes, but I'm so glad. Yes, you should visit your mama on her quilting show. We have a lot of fun. We got a question for you. Have a great day. Love you. Headed out of service. Yes, You too. Be safe. Love you too. Bye. That's funny. Well, at least he was, at least he thought, well, Mama's not listening. I don't want the house to totally. Is Luke the famous Butters? Yes, Luke is the famous Butters. Luke is absolutely the famous Butters. He's got he's got a whole business. Butters business. All right. So now, as you can see, I took out the pins, and we are, bye, Luke. Everyone's telling you bye. Okay. So how to treat the flu according to this, not to me. How to treat the flu. A, exercise a lot to quickly remove the flu from your system. B, use oh, I never did answer that other one, didn't I? Sorry. See, that was sidetracked. About the milk. Let's go back to the milk. B, 30% of homes had their milk delivered each morning, a trend that is starting to pick up again today. And that's true, that there is a milk delivery service around here. And I know there's one in Rhode Island because my friend gets it delivered. Now let's go back to treating the flu. A, exercise a lot to quickly remove the flu from your system. B, use a dehumidifier to keep germs from spreading. Or C, eat to build your defense. Now you can think on that. I'm going to come in here. You see I have everything sewn 1/4 inch. That's what it looks like in the back. I'm going to come in here and snip these corners. I don't want to clip. You see how I snipped it? I don't want to clip it to where the stitch is, just a little bit away from it. So we're going to clip all 4 corners here. Ooh, his bum is going to be cold. He left his hunting chair. Ooh, it's cold on the ice. I guess he'll be standing a lot. All right, so now we're going to come in here and we're going to start pulling this out. And I'm going to take these corners and kind of just push in. I think they call this birthing the quilts or whatever. I don't know, the bag. There's something about birthing it. Yes, be safe. Yes, please be safe, Luke. We still have a milkman. Oh, that's great. That's fabulous. All right, so we're pulling everything out. And this is the way they want it done. So we have that, and as you can see, all these corners are not quite there. So I'm going to pick out, I have one of these tools, a turning tool. This side is a marking, and this side is a turning. It looks like a little fishy. All right, and it's a clover, if anybody was wondering. All right, so I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to carefully, with my tip, but trying not to go through, get that corner out. The good news is that it's a kennel quilt. I don't think anybody's going to say that that corner isn't pressed out there crisply. So just do your best. So you're going to come in here and pull as much as you can and tug to get the corner out. I'm going to come into this side and do the same. All right, and this side. Pull that out. All right, so now we have all 4 sides done. I'm going to give this a good press. That's my preference. You don't have to, but I'm going to give it a good press. And I'm going to try my best to get these corners and these sides. And I still need to quilt this. Remember, I still need to quilt this. But I just want to give myself. And now I'm going to come over here and do that. And then over here. Now with this spot here, I'm going to kind of tuck in 1/4 of an inch. I don't know if you could see, but I'm going to tuck in 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to iron right there. And I'm actually going to leave that there for a little bit and get a good amount. Now, you can pin there. And I will pin, but I will give myself acupuncture this morning. I know I will, because it's just inevitable. So I'm going to stick my pin right there. All right. Oh, let me put a longer one. That might be better. There we are. So I stuck my pin. I have everything going there, right? There it is. Now I want to come here because I just want to see what happens. Because that was kind of the thing. So look, perfect. 12 by 15, 18. So that actually worked out really well. So we have that. And now I'm going to change my foot again, because this has that quarter inch lip that would be hard to quilt with. So I'm going to put my regular foot on here. And I'm going to move all this stuff out of here. And I'm going to decide. So they do not want any fancy stitching. They want very close stitching. They even tell you the stitch length, I think it was 2. And because they don't want the paws to get caught in it. So I'm just going to stick with a straight stitch. And they said to do minimal stitching. So what I probably am going to do is just basically, we're trying to anchor the batting so it doesn't shift in here. I'm probably going to go ahead and do a straight line here, a straight line here, and then a straight line in the center. And then I'm going to go around my corner. I'm going to clip that. Go around my corner 1/4 inch to tack everything down. So on the flu, let's see if anybody has any questions here. Hello, Anita from Australia. We had a lot of C's. What's your favorite size for the placemat? So these placemats in particular, I'm making for the doggy shelter, kennelsquilt.com. So they're going to be 12 by 18. In particular, these are going to be 12 by 18. That's what they asked for. But for your placemat, for your house, I like a bigger placemat. So I may do an 18 by, I don't know, 15 by 18. I do like the 18 size, but I like it to be a little longer. So like 15 or 16 in. That would be my preference. Those are the size. So I did for Meals on Wheels, I did it 18. Their specifications was 18 by 14 or 16. I have a broomstick lace knitting needle that has a blunt edge, and I use it for that. I got to go get the dogs out. Not a problem. I quilt front and back independently, then stitch together and turn out. Where does he put it? Let me see. I quilt front and back. Oh, independently. Okay. And then stitch them and turn out. Okay. I think I get what you're talking about. Fat quarters would be perfect for this, right? I think so. Going into lurk mode. No problem. I think so. I have like this fat quarter. This is 18 by 21. Look at how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? So yes, I think a fat quarter would be fine. All right, so here we are. So the answer on how to treat the flu is C. Eat to build your defenses. Right, now I'm going to put this away, this one card, because we did both sides. And the other side, what year was the first Woodstock concert? We're in old school mode. What year was the first Woodstock concert? A, 1969, B, 1970, or C, 1967? Good morning, Jessica. While you cook. Okay, so again, I'm going to do my And so I'm going to start, and I am going to back tack, and then I'm just going down. Part of me was just going to do a big wide X since they said very minimal. There we have lots of answers. So RT, this is more laid back. Yesterday I was on a mission to get that quilt done. So we do play games. Try to make things interesting, keep things up. All right, we've got that. So now, as you can see, I have two that I quilted, one here, one there. And then I am going to just kind of, should I do two? I'm like thinking maybe I should do two. I think I'm going to do two because for quilting purposes. So warm and natural. And this actually, what I'm actually using is warm and natural. This happens to be scraps of warm and natural. They sent me some, so I'll be using the stuff they sent me as well. But this is the warm and natural 100% cotton. And then we're gonna come in here, about here, we'll go. All right, so now I have it. It's two this way, two that way. I don't think you can see it because the back, I still have that red color, so it actually blended in perfectly. You know, I love when things like that happen. So here we are, and we want to make sure we cut any loose threads. Now we're going to come in. Let me, yep, cut my loose threads. There we are. Let me come in and, so I'm starting about a 1/4 inch, and again, I'm going to back tack. I'm going to pull my pins out. And we're going to lift this, and then we're going to go this way. Come this way. And we are almost there. And here we are. So I am going to come in here and I am going to cut any loose threads that I may have lurking around. And there's some in the back, some on the side. And I just inspect this pretty good. So once you've done that, this is where, right here, is where I turned it out. And you can see like there's a lip here that in the other spot there isn't. What they want you to do is they actually want you to finish that off. So I would take my hand sewing skills and whip stitch this, and it said to whip stitch it with tight stitches. So I have my first mat done, just needs to be whip stitched, and I have my other pile to go. And you know, we're not going to be stressed out. We'll work on it as we can. So I have no idea what year the first Woodstock concert is, but this says in 1969, almost 500,000 gathered for the concert in August. So August of 1969. So let's see. I'm sure a lot of you had that. I did not. And yes, you did an outstanding job with that one. Thank you. The vibration is making your video shake. Oh no. Thank you. I'm gonna have to pull this out this way. That would not be good. That would drive me nuts. So thank you for letting me know. One new school story, and then I'm gonna head on out after this, and we have a little closing discussion and whatnot, because at 8 o'clock comes on The Guy Who Sews. So Sean is his name, but his channel is called The Guy Who Sews, right? So pretty sure. So he will be on, and then Donnell comes on after him. And if anybody else knows, if anybody else coming on live, please let us know. Deb tomorrow will be live with Lisa, the Awkward Quilter. On are you doing it on both channels, Deb? Not sure. They start at 7 a.m. I will not have a 7 a.m. live. I may have a live feed at 5. I'm not sure yet. It all depends on what tomorrow brings. But normally Sunday is my one day that I just kind of chill out and don't do anything. Yes, Donnell is, Donnell is Sean's live today. Well, there you go. Anyone drop what you're doing if you're doing a live. What does it mean to story something? This is new schools. What does it mean to story something? I have no idea. I'm going to tell you right now, I have no idea what it is to story something. I mean, if I had to guess, I'm reading a story to my kindergartners because I don't know. I'm middle school. I'm not a boomer, but I'm not a new schooler. I'm in that middle age area. But I'm going to see what the answer is. Okay, well, there you go. Let's see. Does anyone know out there what this means? Come on. I mean, it makes sense now that I know, but I didn't know that's what it's called. What does it mean to story something? All right. I don't see any answers out there. None of us know what this is. Okay. It is to put it on your Instagram. Never heard of that. I was born in the 60s. So it is to put it on your Instagram story. So I guess if you Instagram, you know what that means. I don't Instagram. And I'm almost barely not Facebooking anymore. So yes, I have a Facebook page. And yes, I was very active on it before YouTube. But like YouTube has taken over. And I'm hardly ever on my Facebook. I just don't have time for everything. I was lost on that one. Yeah, me too. So I did Instagram for like 2 seconds. So I am really not on Instagram. I'm really not on Facebook anymore. You can find me here. So here we go. Another new school. Fill in the blank. Blank let the dogs out. Now this I know. Blank let the dogs out. I have Instagram and had never heard of it. Okay. There you go. Yep. Yes. And all those answers are coming in. Yes, yes, and yes, yes, yes. Ready? Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof. That's the most you're ever going to probably hear me sing. Yes. And I think was it from Madagascar, the movie? I don't know. I remember my kids singing this over and over and over. Who let the dogs out? Oh no, someone got to leave it. All right, so I'm gonna put that away. But yes, that was a funny thing this morning. So because I am mailing, and I'm gonna write myself a note here. We're gonna mail Donnell 5-inch squares because I'm gonna do this right now. 5-inch squares. We're gonna send Barb her quilt. We're going to send Zaza, hopefully she sent me an email, her pattern. And I'm going to put one more of these out here. Grace had given these to me to give away. So we have 43 people on now. And I am thinking of a number, but don't write anything yet. I am thinking of, let me see. Okay, I'm going to write it down right now. Between 1 and 45, right? 43 on now live. I am thinking of a number. And so how you play this is you're going to start typing in the number you think. I have written down on this Post-it. I'm going to keep it right here so you can see. The numbers on this Post-it. I'm going to put that down on there. And you have to, I mean, I don't mind sending this to an address outside of the US as long as I and you do not have problems with customs. If we have problems with customs, I don't want to deal with it. So US and Canada, I know I'm not going to have problems with it. Let me show you how I'm packing it. This is how it's getting packaged. It's getting mailed in this. It's folded in half. It has a little bump because it has a pen in there, but this is how it's getting mailed. So, ready? Everybody understand what they're going to do? What does that comment mean? What comment? It says here, message deleted by Nightbot. Oh, you know why? Because you had emojis. Nightbot doesn't like emojis, and I don't know why they do that. I'm going to have to go into a computer and figure out how to disable him or her or whatever. Only 3 emojis are allowed. Okay, so Nightbot is a system on YouTube, and it just automatically comes up, and they only allowed 3 emojis. Yeah, you didn't know that. Don't worry about it. I ignore Nightbot half the time. Like, he needs to be worrying about the trollers, not you. We all do it quite a lot. It's all good. So good morning, Lorianne. She's guessed 22, but that's not the number. So everybody start guessing. Your mark it, set, go. Keep going. I don't see any number. I see a couple numbers. Oh, you might not want it, and that's totally fine too. If you don't want another pen, I don't blame you. Good morning, Loretta. As I see some new names, good morning, or not. I see names from the chat. Let's see. Nope. I had to remember there for a second. Don't have that number. Oh, you just type in a number, RT. Just type in any number. Just type in any number. All right, we've got it. Andrea, I'll do it again. I have another one. Andrea, I think I have your address, but you would make it easy on me if you could email me now your address so I don't have to look for it too much. All right, we have one more. This is my last one right here. It's my last one. So, ready? I have to write a new number down. Hold on. I got to get another Post-it. So this was Andrea's, just so you could see. There was 4. I write how many are on. Again, 43 is on. So we'll go between 1 and 45. And let me write down the number. Let's see. What would be a good number? All right. We've got a new number. Ready? Okay, hold on. She's waving from the Netherlands. Hi. All right, so we are going to start a new number. Ready? Congratulations, Andrea. So I'm starting after Nikki. Nikki said, congratulations, Andrea. We're starting a new number. Let's go now. Start now. Type in your numbers for this. You're getting there. I feel like I need that music. Ding, 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 ding. You know, what show was that from? It was Jeopardy. All right, we got it. Sewing on the Bluff. I believe you're there, Jessica from Sewing on the Bluff. She's also a channel. Check her out. So yes, it is hers. So Sewing on the Bluff, Jessica. I think I have your address, Jessica, but if you wouldn't mind sending it to me an email, and it would be I would really appreciate if you just send me the email now, because I'm actually going to go to the post office right after I get off of here. I've got to just tie up some things and do that. So Andrea, I do have your email up here. Thank you everyone for playing. If you wouldn't mind on your way out hitting the like button, that would totally help me out. Please don't, do you give this away on every live? No, it just happened to be I had them and they were sitting there and I was like, oh, let me give that away. Sometimes I have things. I will be giving away a 5-yard quilt book from Fabric Cafe when I hit 3,000 subscribers, and there'll be something else I will add on to that. So there are giveaways. I do random giveaways here and there. But in any case, everyone, if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you subscribe. We get to 3,000. We're going to have that 5-yard quilt book that we will be doing. Just a reminder that there are all kinds of lives happening today. Let's all support one another. Deb's live is on tomorrow morning with Lisa, the Awkward Quilter. And you know what? Take care of yourself, pass it forward, and if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And you know what? You're all important to me, and I want to thank you for being on my YouTube journey. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.